list of jobs that men should not do, especially grown-ass men, okay? For one, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Matter of fact, any fast food restaurant, if you think that you're a grown-ass man working in a fast food restaurant is okay, something is wrong with you, all right? Leave those jobs to the teenagers. My nephew can't even get a job right now because there's some grown-ass men in his goddamn 40s flipping my goddamn burger, okay? Let it go. Leave it alone. That job is not for you.
Okay, so basically, are you talking about entry-level positions or managerial positions? Because a manager working in a fast food restaurant can make a decent living. They can make about $60,000, $70,000 a year if you're the manager or the general manager. Now, if you're talking about just an entry-level position, I get you. That should be for teenagers. But a managerial position should be for an adult. I understand that's not a high-value man position, but I get it. You shouldn't be flipping burgers at 40 years old. But if you're a general manager or manager of a restaurant, hey, that's something that I can see a grown man or a grown woman doing. Let's continue.
Anything in retail, okay? I don't want to see no grown-ass man handing me a dress, okay? Why are you a grown-ass man working at Ross? That makes absolutely no sense, okay? Target, Marshalls, like, guys, give it up. Leave these jobs to the kids. Leave these jobs to the teenagers. These are jobs you get in high school, in college. But once you're a grown-ass man, you do not need to be working in any fast.
Well, I agree with you there, but this is the thing. Kids got to go to school. So you're saying that those kids, while they're in school, the mall should be closed? The mall should be closed while those kids are in school. A lot of times, the reason why younger kids or young adults get those jobs is to get the experience. If you're 21, 22, and you're in college or you're fresh out of college, and it's really the first job that you had, that's a job that you can have when you're fresh out of college or fresh out of high school and you're trying to make that transition. Now, I understand when you get older in your late 20s and your early 30s and you're starting to get a career, you shouldn't be doing that in your 30s. But in your 20s, late teens, I don't really think there's a problem with that. But let's get to the next clip.
Retail restaurant. And for you high value men that think that it's high value to work for the city, let me tell you something. You're absolutely wrong, all right? No police officers, no firefighters, no construction workers, no mailmen, no post office. If you consider that a high value man, you're absolutely wrong, okay?
Well, first of all, the high value man can be a police officer if he's a detective or he's a captain or he's a lieutenant or somebody who's been in the police force for a long time. And see, a lot of times women like this don't understand that if you take a career in law enforcement or you become a career long firefighter, you can make six figures doing those jobs. See, this is the problem with people doing this. You don't know about the job. A police officer, law enforcement, firefighter, medical personnel, you're saying these people, men can't do these jobs? So what are high value men? Just CEOs, people who make six figures, mailmen. So basically no man in his 30s or 40s can't be a mailman or a delivery worker or a sanitation worker. So who's going to do these jobs? Let's continue.
Hey, there's nothing high value about making $70,000 a year. You men that think working for the city is high value, it's actually not, okay? It's pathetic. It's sad, all right? I don't want my husband coming home smelling like trash. Yes, we do need people to take the trash out, but don't come to me thinking that that's a high value job. Absolutely not, okay? You guys need to go get some real careers, okay? Become an entrepreneur or something, all right? Own a Lamborghini or something. Like, you guys thinking that you driving around here in a fucking Toyota and thinking that you're a high value.
Man, honestly, man, I can't with this, man. First of all, she needs to understand that over 90% of businesses that are started in the United States, solo proprietorship businesses, fail in the first 5 years. So if you want your man to go out and start a business, he has to have the capital to start the business. And also, he has to have the drive. And a lot of people just don't want to have a business. They rather have a job in the government. They rather have a job working in a private company. So you're saying a man can't have a job as a mailman or a sanitation worker. You're not going to take a man who's a sanitation worker or a man who's a police officer, a man who's a firefighter, a man who works for UPS. Now, I understand you're saying a high value man shouldn't be those positions. I understand that, but you're basically eliminating 70 to 80% of the male population, because 70 to 80% of the male population are doing those jobs. I'm a federal worker. I don't consider myself a high value man, but I'm a Henry, high earner in training. So this is the problem with these youngins today. They think that, oh, you got to have a Lamborghini. Oh, you got to have a Maybach. You got to have a Benz. You got to have all these things to be considered high value. High value is not just financial. It's about what you do as a man. Can you provide for your family? I know plenty of men who work as a law enforcement who provide for their family. I know plenty of guys who are firefighters who provide for their family. I know plenty of men who work for the government and sanitation workers who provide for their family. I know plenty of plumbers who provide for their family. This is the issue that we have in America. This high value, if he don't make a certain amount of money, I can't date him. Well, okay. I'm going to tell you who would date him. That Becky would date him. That Mylene would date him. That Maria would date him. Keep on doing what you're doing. Do you believe what this woman's saying? If you like the video, hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time, peace out.